In a certain way, saying any words on it is hard because it's, even when you're saying knowing something, it would mean there's something that you have to know. There's also the ability to not know it, but it was more like being a part of this. I describe it like the perfect summer day, or you're in a lake, or something where the water's the perfect temperature. But people get it when I say that, and then add on, and there's no way to explain it, and then they get it, because most people have these instances sometimes in their life where it just feels like everything's so good, and you don't even know why. So that's the best I can do. It didn't seem like it's not like I had to look that way, but I knew it was there. Again, in the same way, the knowing was just knowing, and the loving was just loving. I just knew. It sounded like a voice, like I think I was hearing it, and people say that, and it was a while ago, and I have a very clear memory of it. But in learning about spiritual things, it is it's like the imperative to want to know more and understand it more. And even the time when there was 3 days till I came to in the hospital, I wonder if other spiritual things were going on. And so I meditate a lot. I'm just try to be very open to learning more about it, even though that it's been the same in my mind all these years. It hasn't changed at all, really. There was quite a while where I didn't really talk about it, and I was teaching a class at the University of Bridgeport in Bridgeport, Connecticut, on mindfulness and breathing and meditation. And after the class, the woman who scheduled me going there said, "Oh, I'm teaching a class on," I thought she said death and dying, but I think she said like death and living or something. So it was studying different traditions about dying, and and I said, "Oh, I had a near-death experience," and she was like, "Oh, that's great! You got to come to my class." And I hadn't really thought about it specifically in a number of years, and then so I posted something on Facebook because I said, "Oh, I was teaching," just telling people that I was teaching the classes and how well it went, and then I said, "And she scheduled me to teach his class, and I'm going to share about my near-death experience." Within minutes, I got so many people saying, "Oh, I want to know more about it," and I thought, "Oh, I didn't even realize this was a thing people were interested in." So then I started sharing about it again. It's great. It's like coming out of a closet. I mean, it's this part of me that's so important, and I've had the opportunity to express this in a small way because I've done this counseling for years, but it is so freeing to talk about it, and there's things on TV, it's right. I don't have to think I'm crazy because almost everyone is interested in it. Everyone wants to know about it. Not everyone, but a lot of people, even kids, they're open to it. I have a teenage daughter who, her friends are somewhat interested in it, and like I said, it's in so many TV shows, so everyone knows about it. It's great. Some traditional people don't want to hear about it because it'll, change what their belief system is, but it is nice that a lot of people are open to it. It's great. Well, my beliefs now, I guess you would say, are more Christian just because of my experience with Jesus in there. And I'm open to, and I learned a lot about Islam from the teacher, but I've studied all different religions now because I think, the essence of these good, there's some religions that are geared towards more dark things, but, like Islam, Judaism, Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, these Baha'i, these are the basis of these religions, are this love that we're talking about. And even if there's different saints in those religions, it is these people that brought forth this incredible love and this incredible wisdom. So that's really more my religion than I go to a unity church. I'm also a minister in another church that both of them are Christian based. But it is about that loving and that wisdom that can come present. In one way, I know that is happening more and more, but sometimes it's hard with some of the horrible things that are going on in the world. And especially with how the news is, they're always reporting the horrible things. There are a lot of good people out there doing good things on a daily basis and, being good parents, doing good things with the community and with the schools and things like that. But you don't hear about that too much because you hear about the killing and the, wars and stuff. So that part's a shame. I usually feel and believe that people have had some experiences where they know this loving and this wisdom in a certain way, and it depends how they label it. It's, people's qualities and skills come through in such a big way. Like people are born, certain qualities. I don't. Usually, I talk to people about some of that, and so sometimes, even though my work is very spiritually oriented, sometimes people come to me because their friends or spouses or loved ones force them to come see me because they're sick and they haven't found a remedy to their problem. And, people kind of experience these mystical, magical things, and whatever they label it, I don't know if it really matters. I think people have had, it's, our mind trying to understand something that's not understandable in our mind, so those people don't want to believe, but usually people have some experience that is something like that.